Right now at 5:30, it is Your Voice, Your Vote tonight. The race for the U.S. Senate coming open with the retirement of Mitch McConnell, and a familiar name has returned to the race once again.
Isaiah Kim Martinez asked Amy McGrath if she's talked to Governor Andy Beshear about her campaign, and he asked a prominent Republican about her chances this time around.
And I know I have the backbone to stand up for Kentucky against things like these stupid tariffs.
In her second straight run for Mitch McConnell's Senate seat, Democrat Amy McGrath says her top policy priority, if elected, would be to repeal President Donald Trump's tariffs.
It's hurting our bourbon industry. It's hurting our farmers. And so to be able to look around and say, well, this isn't what we voted for. Don't you want somebody to be able to stand up and say, hey, Mr. President, this hurts our state. Let's not do this.
Speaking to me from her Fort Mitchell home in northern Kentucky, McGrath took a page out of Democratic Governor Andy Beshear's book, saying the president hasn't kept his promise to lower prices. Have you spoken with the governor about your campaign?
Well, I don't speak to the governor super often, but I have spoken to him about running for this seat.
I asked Beshear whether he plans to support McGrath or get involved in her campaign.
I don't plan to make an endorsement at this time.
Republican Senator Rand Paul doesn't think she'll have much of a chance in a state that's turned even more red since her 2020 Senate bid.
You know, I think if that's the best candidate the Democrats can go forward, someone who really lost twice and was crushed the last time in the Senate race, I don't suspect she'll do very well this time.
McConnell himself, though, at an August luncheon in Louisville, had some kind words for his former opponent.
If you had to have dinner with one of your former opponents, who would you choose to have dinner with?
Well, I think probably Amy McGrath. Yeah, I like her. At least I think I would like her. I don't really know her.
In another twist, not all Democrats are on board with McGrath's return. Congressman Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California, had these harsh words in a social media post. And that your last campaign only succeeded in enriching consultants and bleeding well-meaning donors dry, one text at a time. These are strong words. What are your response?
Well, whatever congressman from California clearly doesn't know anything about Kentucky. Also, he's just flat out wrong. Nobody made millions off of my campaign. That's just complete BS.
McGrath lost to McConnell by around 20 points in 2020, even after raising $94 million for her campaign. UK political science professor Stephen Voss says her fundraising total this time around will be key to watch.
If McGrath can pull in those outside dollars yet again, then she's going to be in a position to mount both a strong primary and a strong general election battle.
It's not the same as 2020. Okay, I will say that. We're not going against the Senate Majority Leader with a ton of dark money. And so, again, I'm interested in fighting for Kentuckians.
Well, will Kentuckians give her a second chance? The big question is, with 4 Democrats in the primary now on the Democratic side, 3 in the Republican, for the Democrats, does she automatically become the front runner because of her name recognition from 2020?
Well, certainly, Connie, Doug, we all know who she is, right? A lot of folks in Kentucky do, but you could argue not all of them know her for necessarily great reasons. Of course, she has lost twice. She potentially could have alienated some voters in the last election, depending on who you talk to, but she also has a lot of people who have donated to her in the past. So it kind of depends on who you ask. You can't rule out, though, someone like Pam Stevenson. Also, many people know her as well, especially here in Louisville. So,
any chance she's going to get anywhere close to that national money that she got last time?
She basically told me that, listen, she's not going up against Senator McConnell this time. So essentially sort of suggested that maybe not quite as much as needed.
All right, Isaiah. Thanks, you.
Isaiah.
We've got more on this race now.
Well, the high-profile Republicans in the Senate race are former Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr, and Lexington businessman Nate Morris. And McGrath, of course, joins a growing list of Democratic candidates running for the seat. That list includes State Representative Pamela Stevenson, attorney and former Secret Service agent Logan Forsythe, and former CIA officer and military vet Joe Willett.